You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me point up and I'll be magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check! Like 80! Check 48!
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Terrell Suggs make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He's not going to get me. Check three.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback.
Check four. Switch.
A 4th-round pick in 2018. Chase Edmonds with a carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Edmonds. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Murray sets to throw on fourth.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Check, check, check. Switch. 25, check 25, check 25. 36, 35.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 31, check 31.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. On 2nd down, Samuels. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at the 3.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
No. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Shift. Shift.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check hot route. He's checking.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yeah. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Johnson on its poke 3. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They start the drive with Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. 27 yards there, a 1st down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it?
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. They do go for it. It's Murray. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
180. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the 3rd player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that based out of a shotgun with a running quarterback. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
Murray now on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a 1st down and run out this first half.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. His tight end, Clay, the intended receiver. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah,
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
55 is my guy, 55. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Yeah, 55, 55.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Watch QB drop. Joker, 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 Joker.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Jim, 66. Pull it. Half.
They're going to try and throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 37. Check 37. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang. Watch the edge. Yeah, Jim. Switch. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now from Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down now, Samuels. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Cut. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Last year as a rookie, Edmonds got more action than most people anticipated as David Johnson's backup. 80 touches, 60 of them on the ground, 20 through the air. 4th-round pick in 2018 out of Fordham, who had a whopping 5,800 rushing yards during his college career. They think his future's bright in Arizona. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Hold on. Pick me up. Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
On 3rd down, Logan. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
At the 32-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the toss, here's Johnson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. From the gun, Murray. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, nice move. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On the run is Connor. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McDonald. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Connor. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Ready? Black 20.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He'll try and run for it with Connor. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check 9, check 9. Hey. Watch twins.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Tighten up. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Orbit. 198.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. Shedding the tackle. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Mike, 180. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check safety, check safety.
On first down, Connor. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football. This D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably used.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will take it back only to about the big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Check. That's it. Check. 55 to Mike. Got. 55 to Mike. What we got? Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that's caught on the left side by Kirk. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray, one final try. And he's going to go down again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And